Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start chapter 7. Uh, till now, what we have studied is basically we have seen different forms of loadings. And we know whenever we have some load, it is an external phenomena, and this external phenomena generates some internal phenomena. And in, in response to that particular load, you always face stresses as well as the strains. So till now we have discussed a lot about methods. Like for example, we have seen that uh, uh, in chapter 2 we had the axial loads, and axial loads we know generates sigma, and sigma was P over A, and likewise tau was also P over A. In chapter 3 we saw the shear stress in response to torque, right? That was tau Tc over J. Likewise, in chapter 4, we saw normal stress sigma in response to moment, and it creates mc over I. In chapter 5, not in chapter 5, instead in chapter 6, we saw shear force that created tau, not tau, in fact this was V, sorry, uh, it was again, sorry, it was tau VQ over IT. So now these are 4 different types of loading generating stresses. So if we categorize this, so this is normal stress, this is normal stress, this is shear, and this is shear. So whenever you have different type of loading, for example, you have a shaft over here, and then you apply a transverse load, you can apply a tensile load, you can apply a torsion, right? So now different type of loading are there, right? This is basically chapter 2, this is chapter 4, this is chapter 3, and in response to this, definitely in response to this bending, you always saw that whenever we have this sort of stuff, so we have this sort of V as well, so that can be calculated using this expression. So these are different 4 type of the loadings, right? Till now what we have been doing, till now we are considering these loads one by one and then calculating our stresses accordingly. Now we have to see this when most of the time situation comes when you don't have single type of the load. You might have different type of the loading. You might have axial load, you might have torsion at the same time, you might have moment at the same time, and on the basis of your load you have a combined loading conditions, right? These are called combined load condition, right? And these combined load condition may generate some sort of normal stresses as well as some sort of shear stresses. So we have to see how much total normal stress is being generated because of the axial as well as the moment, and how much total shear is being generated, total shear stresses are being generated in response to torsion as well as the shear force V if that is being generated inside the stuff, right? So this is called the uh, this is called the uh, this is called the uh, sorry, yes, this is called the uh, combined loading condition, right? In chapter 5, we draw beam bending moment and shear force diagrams.